Hello, I'm Rob,
I'm Devonte.
I'm Jamal.
and we are
Going nowhere. Look at that, that's nice.
Fuck yeah.
So, for everyone watching, listening,
Hello, everyone.
I just showed the boys the finished version of the film. Devonte has seen it before.
It's my first time.
It was the first time. It was the first time. So I'd like to hear what you have to say about it. What do you
Oh
think?
my god, man. All building up to this sort of thing. It feels like we filmed that final episode ages ago now.
Yeah.
I mean, you see, even the weather's so much nicer.
I know.
Beautiful summer.
And I've been hanging on, just waiting for little drops of that episode.
Yeah.
And seeing it all from scratch now, put together. You've cut it beautifully.
Thank you. It was a lot of work.
I was fucking pissing myself at laughter. Man.
Yeah,
Fucking
which is a
hearing it.
good sign. Because there are a couple of other people that I showed. It wasn't the full-on finished version, but just like the full-on edit, and it's nerve-wracking watching people.
Yeah.
like
The reactions.
yeah.
See if there are any.
Some bits where you're like, please find it funny.
Yeah. Please just crack a smile.
Please.
That's what we're asking.
But I showed Anson and Hattie the other night, and Hattie couldn't stop laughing, which was
That's good. That is a
great
good
sign.
Hattie sign of approval.
Yeah, absolutely. Anson did no emotion
No.
whatsoever.
Why
'cause he's
would he?
dead
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
But it was nice to see that people enjoyed it. My parents haven't seen the full thing yet, but they've seen some of the episodes. And,
Yeah.
and
Your dad's a cameo as well, isn't he?
yes, he does. he does.
Madness.
Yeah.
Rene the Wrench. But yeah, it's taken a long while. We did it over I think roughly about 4 months.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
added in with editing stuff.
Because how did it start? I remember you had like an idea in like March.
Yeah, it was just a promo for the band, really. And then wrote a kind of script and knew Harvey and Georgie, who had done some filming before, and just thought, fuck it, we'll do it. And that's what I like about it. That's what we were mentioning before, is like you can really see the progression of how we started and how it ends. Even from a writing point of view, because it's very
Abstract and
arty in the first kind of like 15 minutes, and then it kind of switches into like more of a series, docu-series, and it just develops and develops, which is sick. I'm really happy with it, personally.
It's a fucking masterpiece, man.
Oh,
You know?
God.
No, not putting it out there.
please watch it.
You guys fucking the whole through you through. Obviously, you're the mastermind of it, but D, you play such a fucking integral role in and of it. You know, the whole thing in and of itself.
Yeah.
Always
I
a
guess
constant presence, both of you back and forth, and watching you two. You know how you sort of react to each other when the camera's on with your characters, and how deep both of you went into it. It's chef's kiss.
Thank you. Well, we couldn't have done it without
it's such a
everyone,
different
really.
thing to what we did, like with the sketch stuff,
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
pure comedy. But now you're playing these characters continuously, which was very new for me. I'd never done any kind of like acting. So it was. I mean, it's easier to play someone you've written, anyways, because you know how you
You got a
want
vibe
it
of the
delivered.
character. You got ideas of the character.
Exactly, and towards the end, with writing as well, me and Devonte would just go to the pub and get really pissed, and then write horrendous things that didn't make it. Into the show.
That's why it's a first draft. It's gone away. The
A
first
lot
draft
of it
is
was
gone away.
rewriting. But yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I can't wait to bring it out. And so I think we can roughly say that mid-January is the release date.
So exciting!
I know.
When it
I
comes
can't
out,
wait
the
to
world's
just
going to see it.
Yeah.
get
Do a
it
nice
over with.
premiere, and then it'll be available for everyone to watch whenever they please.
Yeah, we don't
I think
know
there's
when.
different ways to watch it as well. It's like the more you watch it, you kind of see there are gaps. Whenever you put time stamps out, you could be like, "This is episode 1. This is episode 2. This is episode 3."
Yeah.
because it's intense. The show.
Yeah.
It's a lot coming at you.
Yeah.
It's very noisy. It is very mad, and it's really cool to see these characters go on this weird little journey of two nasty men and Lou.
Yeah,
Bless
Lou really pulled it out the bag.
Yeah, Lou's phenomenal
Some
in it. I think
brilliant
he's
stuff on
so
camera
good.
from Lou.
Yeah,
Absolutely brilliant.
The
stuff.
reactions alone, which is completely the opposite of like the relationship we have. So I kept looking back at scenes, going, "God, I'm awful.
Treat him like shit."
Horrible bastard." Yeah, and the longer that it went on, the more I realized that I kept slipping into this character occasionally, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm becoming.
He's a part of you, man.
Yeah, he lives in you. He lives in
shit, like, yeah, maybe it is me, only with alcohol involved, which was also a big part of filming it.
Yeah.
Have to be always a little bit pissed at all times.
Oh, absolutely. Which I hope doesn't come through on camera, but for a lot of the scenes and episodes, it was a day drinking thing.
Yeah.
We'd start filming at like 10 in the morning and then crack the first beer and off we went.
Film
by the end of it.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
With that.
It's proper hours.
Yeah. We industry hours.
100%, man. 100%.
No food. Just beer.
A few meal deals occasionally.
A coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, right, cool. Yeah, I'm awake again. Here we go.
I didn't need to piss enough.
Yeah.
Now I got belly pain as well.
Oh, God. But yeah.
No, it's come together really nicely. I think Tyler as well is another standout for me.
Yeah.
I think on second watch, just
100%.
he's just so funny. Bless his sweetheart.
Oh, I know. He's
the
such
whole
a sweet
thing.
person.
Doesn't even get a flashback.
Not allowed.
No, we cut that bit. It wasn't even written in.
Yeah.
One thing I want to ask as well is, I know that you wrote a lot of it from experience of your own. For example, like the Belgium, was it record company and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Damien, is that a real person? Did you slash like boys' tires?
No.
Okay.
Is the short answer.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you say that on microphone?
Maybe. No, that never happened. There was a little boy who, I was also a little boy, so it's fine to say that.
Yeah.
Let me preface this.
No, he received a BMX for Christmas. This will all make sense when it comes out, because obviously we're referencing a lot of things that no one has any idea about what we're talking about. But yeah, there was a little boy when I grew up on an island in off the coast of Holland called Texel, who had received a BMX, and I really wanted one, but I didn't get one. So that I think that trauma came back to me.
Yeah.
I did eventually get one.
Okay. Yeah.
Which a lot of injuries ended up happening because you're a child and an idiot.
I think you told me about an incident with you in a parked car before.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah.
Have you told your mum this story?
Quick shout.
I was going to say what?
So, oh God, my dad remembers it like it was yesterday because he likes to make jokes about it, but it was a severe injury. We were Sunday, lovely Sunday, beautiful, like sun's out. Let's go for a cycle, shall we? Yeah, okay, let's go for a cycle. That'll be nice. And what happened was we were bombing down this hill, and I was really confident. I take my hands off the steering wheel. Is that what you said?
Sure.
Kind of, right? I'm foreign, I can get away with it. So going down, like, yeah. And I think before that, I had been hyping myself up all morning watching extreme sports. So I was like, oh yeah, so the sick trick. So I decided to grab handlebars. There we go. Like this, but my young brain grabbed it with this hand first, and so it went, and I went straight into a Mercedes.
Oh,
and I was
nice.
lying there all tangled up. He was all the way like down the fucking hill until he turned around and saw me just mangled there, bleeding non-stop. And he was, the only thing I remember is him turning around and going, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Typical dad response.
Yeah. Back
I
up
can't.
the hill.
I'll only have to imagine that. But yeah.
You're not to know, son.
Unlucky.
Imagine going biking with your dad, eh?
Imagine.
Mad. But yeah, it sounds like a good story.
Oh God. Yeah, no, it wasn't actually, but yeah.
But they were the makings of, Yeah,
many accumulations of little stories that happened and that I thought I'd put in, but most of it's fucking fiction. But yeah, as I said, it started off as promo for the band and became this whole project that we were all roped into, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and more money thrown into it. Which you don't expect when you're like, well, this is just a project with a couple of guys, and we'll pay the camera guys because obviously they're bringing all the gear. But the further it went on, like it was
And you're paying studio fees, you're paying this, you're paying that. It's
Production.
Yeah.
Yeah, which.
But it worked out though. I think
it did.
You know, you got this beautiful, diverse. We show a lot of Cardiff off, which I think is quite nice.
We do. Yeah.
That's where we're all based, so I think that's quite nice.
Fund us, please.
Yeah. Please, the Arts Council, if you're listening to this.
If you're listening. Yeah, but I kind of like that. You don't really know where it is until we mention it later or there are little hints. Like,
so it looks very Cardiff, but that's because we live in Cardiff, so we know Cardiff. What. Yeah. So I'm watching Doctor Who, and you're like, that's Cardiff.
I'm very happy that we were able to make it, and that we created this thing. And I can't wait to get on to the next thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know, that's it now. The domino effect begins.
Things are happening.
Itching for the next project.
Me and Jamal were chatting briefly. We were just saying how funny and crazy it is that we started off this year fucking around, making sketches.
Yeah.
Just off the whim.
Yeah.
E.g. the songs. The fart song.
Oof, let's not talk about that.
I hate that.
No, you hate that one.
I hate that sketch more than anything. But I keep watching it.
Yeah, I go back to it occasionally. It's a foul one. It's a foul one.
Yeah. Don't watch it.
No. Well, I'd recommend it.
Yeah.
See where we started off.
Yeah.
That was what we brought to the table back in the day.
Fart jokes.
Top tier, boys.
It's always going to get someone, though. Someone's going to find it funny.
Yeah.
It's somebody's most liked video ever. Must be somewhere out there.
100%.
Some of them are saved.
That I live for that.
Yeah. A ringtone.
Because I remember being with Jamal and we were at the house, and I had the idea for some stupid reason. And I remember us shooting it, and I was sampling like this fart noise that we had found, trying to make a like melody out of it. And every 20 seconds, my brain kept going, "Don't do this. Please don't do this. Stop doing what you're doing. Move on." But that didn't happen. And that's a very fun sketch. I like it as much as I hate it. I hate watching it, but I keep watching it.
Yeah, it's our early day stuff. Yeah. You know, it's stuff we look back on and we go, look at us. Look at us kids.
Look at them boys.
And you can also, again, appreciate the weather. Because you are like, wow, it was so warm. And now it's fucking freezing every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know, that kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Global warming, baby.
Hey, we're here for it.
We ain't going nowhere.
Global warming.
We advocate for global warming.
Okay, scratch that.
Yeah. Those fucking ice caps. You gotta melt them.
We're sick of them.
But there are many other sketches that I really enjoy as well. One that keeps coming back to me that I always forget about, but was the one that we did in the hotel.
Oh, Lighthouse one.
The Lighthouse one, yeah. Because it's so weird. And the actual footage that we got, like, most of it's quite artsy. Which doesn't make it funny at all. No.
In fact, it's quite a nice short film in a weird way. It's just a Lighthouse parody.
Would you like me robbing me, boy?
Yeah.
But it was generally how we felt as well, because me and Devante were water boys. Filming something in London and stuck in this hotel that we had to pay a silly amount of money for.
To be fair, it was quite good for what we got. It just wasn't convenient to where we were filming. So it's
fucking London, man.
Yeah, no, you're fully. It was
where
like,
is convenient.
It was a half an hour walk to where we need to go, or a 5-minute drive, and that says a lot.
Damn.
It was long. It was long. And every day, because they were long days as well, and we had to carry this fucking huge
Ghostbuster pack.
It weighed a human.
Well, like full of water?
Yeah.
Huge
water
shit.
bottle.
You had to like shut the gas tank, and it was cool.
Yeah. You had to like depressurize it and stuff, and pressurize it back up.
First day, I'll remember this, no one spoke to us. We had 300 extras there that we all had to... The idea was, you know, we've got these huge water packs, it's going to be really warm, give them water, but it turned out being really cold, so they all wanted fucking tea and stuff, and we had one urn, I believe.
Ooh.
One urn for 300 people.
But of course, once we're under the stage lights and that, things changed. At first, it was like, maybe we won't need this much water, maybe we won't need this. But the moment you're under there, it gets so hot, you got 300 people crowded on you, it was a sweat fest.
Yeah.
Sweat Fest 2022. Everyone was fantastic there.
Oh,
There was one dude who told me about how he used to. I don't even know if I can say this, but he used to.
It's coming out.
Yeah, I hopefully he doesn't see this. But he used to slam people's heads in car doors. That was kind of just something that he did for people who wronged him. But he was like, now I've turned a new leaf, and now I'm better. And he was like, you've got a good aura about you. And I've never felt so intimidated by someone saying I've got a good aura about me. I was like, thank fuck, I've got a good.
Around, there aren't any cars.
Yeah. It's like making sure they're all locked, pulling their thing. But yeah, a lot of characters to say the least. Good people though, funny people.
So funny.
Just occasionally slam people's heads in car doors.
There was this dude, and we gave him water, and he was like, "Oh, thanks, guys." I was like, "No problem, no problem." My wife left me, and she took the kids. And he was just screaming, and I was like, "This is."
No one brought this on. No one asked him to do this. He just did it. Yeah. He was fine.
Shit.
He was fine like 2 seconds before.
Yeah. My wife. And he just kept walking further and further away, and we were pissing ourselves laughing because we were like, it's a
Surely
bit.
it's a bit.
It's a great bit.
But he kept going, my wife. Okay, Joe.
Enjoy that water.
See you around, buddy.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there were a lot of characters, but they were all like, there was such. They're the nicest essays I've ever met.
Yeah.
Really, London essays.
So nice.
No way.
They were all like, they were really patient.
Yeah,
They knew that we had like, how many people were we? Like 4?
Four of us at
Four?
least. Yeah. Well, 3 some days because
Yeah.
Someone didn't come in one day, so
Yeah.
Wow.
it was just 3 of us trying to get our way through it.
Yeah, how long were you there for? It sounds like you were there for a month.
It felt like it. No, it was about 4 days.
4 days.
No, 5 days I think actually. Did we start? Oh no, 4 days. We started on Tuesday. Yeah.
We arrived the day before. Pardon me, to go and scope out the area. Mm-hmm. And so we were like, oh, have a little walk, right? This van just drove past and shouted something.
Big
and it
bold fella.
It didn't sound like
you.
He was looking at me and he said something. He might have just shotgun fired and just said a profanity and hoped it hurt one of us.
I want to upset somebody.
Yeah, it worked.
I can sleep now.
Yeah. I might run racist thing for the day. I feel great as a white van man.
Oh, honey, I'm home.
Oh, he was racist to someone today. It's so lovely to see.
You take notes of your dad now. Then we got trapped on a swan sanctuary.
So there was a bird sanctuary at the end of so you got the hotel.
Okay.
And a long walkway in the swan sanctuary. And I was like, Rob, we should go in there. And Rob was like, I don't think we should.
It did not look good.
No, it looked so sketchy.
Oh, yeah?
There was these big iron gates, barbed wire on top. Like a two-factor system to get in.
Right.
Anyway, the gates were open, so I was like, let's just go in. And I can hear birds. I can see birds.
Oh, swans.
So swans, any sort of bird. Ooh, what have we got in here? Walk in there, you can see all these lovely seabirds. That was great. See this parrot in the distance. That was fantastic. I'm having the time of my life. But we were like, there's no one here. There's no one here whatsoever. But then we look in. There was like a small hut in the distance, and in the window was a silhouette of a woman. And then I was like,
fuck.
hey, Rob, there's someone over there. And then, as he turns, she's gone.
What?
So I was like,
Holy shit,
this
man.
place is haunted, but we'll have a look around.
Because I didn't see the woman. So it was just Devante that went, there was someone in the window. And I'm like, we need to get out of here. There's no one here. It's just birds locked in cages. Big cages, mind.
Yeah.
Also, didn't have a roof on them. Don't know how that
They
worked.
should have just flown away.
They didn't.
Fucking idiots.
Those clipped wings, see?
Now I can nurse you back to health. Help us, please.
What a beautiful seagull.
Oh, Jesus.
That's Christmas sorted.
That was our dinner, to be fair.
Yeah, oh my God.
But we end up knocking on the door, and someone answered the door, and they'll be like, who are you? We end up befriending the lady that was running it.
You're missing out a bit.
What bit?
Because we saw the lady, or didn't see the lady. He saw the lady. I was like, let's just bounce.
Fair.
So we walked back down this long road, the trek that it was. The way we had gone in was because the gate must have opened for a car. Mm-hmm. So we we'll just walk in, being the two fools we are. Mm-hmm. But on the way back, we got back to the gate and it was locked, and all that we could see was this really old, mossy CCTV camera pointed straight at us, and we were like, oh shit, we're gonna have to go back. I was like, we can climb it, but we couldn't climb it.
We were waving at the security camera now.
Please let us out.
Just in a way that if we've trespassed, let us out. We won't say a single fucking thing.
Yeah.
We didn't see any birds in there. We'll keep it secret. We haven't because we've now spread it, but like.
So then obviously we went back to try and get out, and this lady shows up, and she's like, "We're not open today."
She was quite far away at first as well, so the door opens up, and we're like, whoa.
Yeah, and
we're not open today, but you can come and have a look if you want.
Oh shit!
No, let's not. No. Oh yeah, we'd love to.
Yeah,
we'd love to. We went in, and it was horrible, man. Like, obviously, amazing work that these people did.
Fucking awesome.
But they would write what had happened to them, like on post-its almost next to the birds. And one of the notes, it's not funny. One of the notes said, like, kicked head in by yobs, and I was like, that is fucking awful. Like, how can
and they were
what
babies.
kind of human being are you?
Oh my God,
so they
man.
kicked the shit out of the mother, and then all the babies they had to kind of like wrangle up or whatever. It was so depressing.
And it was really because they needed more funding. They were talking about that for a bit because it was kind
We
of
don't
small.
have any money.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was really sad because it was like they're trying to do a good job, but obviously they can only do so much with what they've got.
Yeah.
But really nice people. Showed us around. Showed some cool birds. And
Nice.
then told us a good place to eat in town. Told us the way to get to town. It was just, I don't know, a very kind thing to happen.
It
It could have gone one of two ways.
Well, from
You
how
could
that
start
sort
a
of
horror
started
film.
out, the way you were saying it, it could have gone one of two ways.
Oh my
She
God.
told us the best places to eat, the best chippies to eat, everything, the full
did,
lowdown
she did.
of like
Yeah.
Shepperton
Respect.
Village. Yeah.
Shout out. But yeah, I'd like to touch on how we all met, because I think that's quite an interesting,
that's a
nice
good
story that involves you talking as well and not.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
realised we're
spam
just
shit,
chucking
but-
shit.
But
at
I
you at
like
this point.
listening.
Yeah, I know. So I'll let you take it.
Whoa. I couldn't tell you what month it was, but it was the
think it
summer
was
of
July.
2020.
June or July.
Was it 2020 or 2021?
2021.
Yeah.
2021?
We were locked up in 2020.
Oh yeah,
21.
we were. True. Yeah, man. I fucking stumbled my way onto a film set somehow. After not doing it for very long, wound up on fucking his dark materials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our
that
dark
is-
material was more like.
Well, yeah.
That's what we
exactly.
made it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You were already a staple of it.
Yeah, I was doubling. I was
You were
doubling
doubling?
and running for the show.
And was your first day my first day?
I believe so. We
damn.
got thrown into
Where were we filming that day? What was
in the back lot.
Oh yeah, it was all Azrael's camp.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
If that can be talked about.
Yeah, I think by the time this comes out, Azrael's camp is seen.
Nice.
I mean, let's leak it.
Yeah. No, they're all available to stream from the 18th on BBC iPlayer.
Oh,
so it
nice.
should be
Okay,
yeah.
well,
Not if I get there first.
But yeah, we were filming in the back lot, and it was fucking like 32
A hot day.
degrees.
It was a hot day.
And we'd worn silly clothes as we usually do.
Yes.
And there were loads of extras, and all we had to do was bring them water. I remember doing that
Make
a
sure they
lot.
don't run away.
Make
get
sure that
lost.
none of them faint, because they were all wearing these huge military suits.
Holding these massive guns as well.
Yeah, that's first day I met Nuku as well.
Yeah, that'd probably be the same day I met him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of good essays on that batch that we
Yeah.
first had, when you think about it.
yeah,
A lot
absolutely.
of good people.
Fantastic folk.
It was a crazy time, but yeah, that was the meeting of everything, and we were all very nice and polite to each other until
first
we
day.
knew that
Until we
were.
weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think things started to slip out here and there, a few jokes and a few like,
Yeah.
okay, these
Put
people are,
feeler
you know,
out.
yeah,
Ooh.
they're a bit weird.
See how
Yeah.
because I remember the first time we were having a conversation, we didn't know each other that well, and you went, "Oh, I wouldn't know. My dad left me when I was 4."
Oh yeah,
Something along those lines, and I
Day
sounds
one.
on brand.
Day one. It might have been, and
It's probably just like, have you got the call sheet? I don't know. My dad left me when I was 4.
I remember laughing and then being like, "Oh no." And then you were like, "No, it's fine. I'm over it." It's like, yeah, okay.
Evidently not.
Yeah.
Please come home.
If you're out there, please.
Yeah. Just one more
Call me on
Christmas.
077. Or any dad for that matter.
Yeah,
Anyone
any
who
dad,
wants to
really.
step
Yeah,
up to the
I'll
plate.
take anyone.
you were pretty much there all the time as well.
For a while.
Yeah.
Until Havoc happened.
True.
That was
yeah,
what
you
separated
went
me
away.
from both of you.
Yeah.
You stayed on, which
Yeah.
was very nice. You got your credit as well, which is insanely marvelous.
Yeah, man.
credit.
There he is.
These
So
two
many
fine
people.
gentlemen
So
with
many
their
people
Dark
are
Material season 3 credits.
Surprised, bro.
Very fucking earned though. You know, you worked your
I was
ass off
there
every day you were
I
there.
think the pair of you did.
Yeah.
You guys were there so much.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, genuinely couldn't have done it without you boys.
Oh, ditto.
I think I learned a lot
was
as
that
well. I think I learned a lot from you guys.
We had a good time.
That was my first runner job.
Yeah.
So things were new. There was new words being thrown at me, and I feel like not that anyone was to know, but I don't think that people knew that how green I was. Like
You played it
greenest of
off,
green.
man. I had no idea.
That's the thing. You just fake it
Played
till
it
you
off
make
really
it.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were things that I'd picked up through like other first ADs, and we had a really good third in the first batch of the episodes who kind of put me aside one day and was like, okay, here's a 411. Let me tell you everything you need to know, any keywords, anything like that.
That's a rare thing.
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
happen
it
often.
was so nice, and I think that did give me a leg up. That kept me going throughout the series, which was cool.
I can't remember how we started doing sketches or what the idea even was.
It
to
feels
where
like you
we
were the
got.
brainchild.
It's a cool idea, and I think we were talking about it during HDM times. You were like,
Yeah.
we should do something. We should do something.
For sure.
But work gets in the way, life gets in the way, and you do
Well,
need
it
someone
felt
to
like
wrangle
you're
them
the
up.
person that knew that you had the resources around you to make shit happen.
It was more that I've always wanted to do something like that, but I hadn't met the right people. We got on really well, and I think we all share the same humor, which helps a lot, especially for ideas and filming. And with the whole Instagram thing, like I kind of knew what I was doing, so it was just and bash stuff out, and like the amount of times that we just went to yours, for instance, and
And
just
just
shots.
chinwagged and
Yeah,
until we filmed something that was kind of funny.
Yeah, I watched the fork one we did the
Oh,
other day.
So good.
It's so it's so ridiculous, but so brilliant.
Well, I think that's the fun of it. I think because, like you were saying, we've all got very similar senses of humor, but we all have different senses of comedy in a way.
Yeah, when we started out, I think it's also that gradual thing, and with the choking one,
Unfortunate.
it's
so fucking good though.
it baffles me that it's got like almost 70,000 views, and like I've had people come up that were extras being like, I know you from somewhere, and I'll be like, I don't know where you would know me from, because I honestly, I'm good with faces, terrible with names.
Yeah.
And I couldn't clock this person, and they went, dude, you're that guy that chokes the other guy out, and then he chokes you, and you're both enjoying it. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta go.
Gotta get out of here.
But it's fantastic. Like,
From a subjective viewpoint, because I wasn't a part of that one, I can safely say it's the best one out there, really, that both of you did, I guess, as a twosome.
yeah?
Yeah, man.
appreciate
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
really like
because
this,
it was, it's I don't know, it's the raw comedy of it more than anything. You know,
I think
you
it's
don't
just
know
very
which
silly,
way it's
yeah.
gonna turn, and because it's not really super long,
Yeah.
and the way both of you play it, it's like you know you're both gonna choke each other out really fucking well. You know, and yeah, it just works. I feel like if it was any two other people doing it, it wouldn't have worked as well.
I appreciate that. It's very kind.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Very, very good.
I think it's quite funny as well. A lot of the ideas that we come up with are just like a WhatsApp message. And if you go back through the WhatsApp chats and just listen to the audio things, they're just one of it in the middle of somewhere being like, I've got this really funny idea for a sketch, right? So it's two guys and they're doing this and they're doing that, and it's just
We're
like
always at work.
yeah.
Always
There's
like,
people yelling at
you go, right, so this guy, right? And it escalates every time, and we're like adding onto it. And the thing is, you'll listen to the whole voice note of like a minute, 2 minutes, because we talk too much. And then you'll be laughing throughout when you're listening to it. And for some reason, and I don't know why I do this, as soon as I start to record, I'll re-laugh. So I'll go, oh my God, yeah, that's great. Building on that.
it blows up.
Yeah, blows up, yeah. So there's so many, and so many forgotten. Because I was trying to get a load of old sketch ideas for this exact thing. Just couldn't find any. I just gave up. I was like,
fair, yeah.
it's fine. We'll just leave.
They're riddled throughout my iPhone notes. It's just like, but there's ones of
A
like
virus, yeah.
fully no, because there's like ones where it'll be like we're taking lunches for the day, for example. Like it's just something we do as runners, and
Yeah.
you go around, you talk to every, the director, the scriptee, blah 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 blah. So there's a list of names with lunch orders, and at the bottom of that, it'll be like, Pope gets shot in the head. What do we do? And it's like, what was the thought process? Because some of them are just like notes as we're running, as we're going, as we're doing our thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like I kind of booknote them in the back of my head, and I go, come back to that, write a full thing. And then that will make sense, because right now you've got 2 keywords that should remind you of what the actual sketch is.
Yeah.
Never comes to me again.
Never.
So there's just a lot of random words, you know.
No. Do you have that? I have it loads when I'm hungover, but I'll pass it over to you.
I guess not so much.
No?
No, not so much.
Are there scenarios that
the
you're
guys,
in where you're like, that could be good for a sketch? Because weird shit happens all the time.
Yeah, it does. I wish I would have been able to have put my hat on for sketches more often throughout the year. But with how often I found myself fucking running.
Yeah, you've been working
a job.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, pretty
Most
much.
wanted runner in Wales. Try saying that 3 times when you're drunk.
I just drive, man. It's literally, if both of you had cars, you'd be exactly the fucking same.
I don't know, man.
100%. Honestly, 100%. But yeah, it's a shame that for me, I haven't been able to get as involved as both of you, just because I haven't been able to afford the time for it.
Yeah.
I'd have fucking loved to have been, you know.
Yeah, we've been
more
unemployed for quite a long time.
Yeah, that's true. Start of the year,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, it was a tough start for sure. But then, you know, as soon as I started doing shit, that was when, you know, you started doing shit for this, and it was like, oh fuck, you know, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger from everything that we would do. Whenever we'd get a couple of minutes to all be together and do filming, it was just fucking amazing, you know. But
No, I think it's been nice though. I think it's nice that we've all got each other in that respect, and like we've always got the group chat, and there's always like, if one of us are working but 2 of us aren't, then 2 of us will do something, and then the other one will just be like, just a ghost on the chat being like, that's a brilliant idea. And that's all we need. That's all, like, literally just looking through. Yeah, and just being like, that's it. Because sometimes us 2 might come up with an idea, or us 2 might say something, or like, you know, you 2 might say something, and then it just needs that one person to be like, hey, that's a cool idea. And you're like, we'll go with it.
Yeah.
That's it done. Which is very cool. It's very sweet.
Sorry, I can't stop burping.
It's the beers, bro.
Yeah. Lovely beer.
Sweet beer. Nectar.
Sweet nectar. It fuels me beyond. I also your character in the film. I'm sad that we didn't get more of you in it.
Yeah.
But obviously with like schedules and limitation, it's really
very
hard.
difficult,
We were filming in weekdays, so like you were full on busy, which made it really hard. But I'm glad that we got you in for the last like
for the bits that I'm in. Oh my god, I was so happy to be there.
Oh, you're phenomenal.
Yeah, you played so well.
It's one of those things that like
we all did very fucking well, I think, in that. But I appreciated that kind of character that you gave me, and I was happy to sort of just riff. With
I think a lot of it was Devante, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think John Smith.
Yeah.
I think we were.
Nice.
Yeah, we were talking about what is it as we were building the characters. We were like, we need like as a man. He's just a manager. There needs to be a higher up, and if the higher up is almost because we created like Devon Tate as like a base character, and every character that is in that world of the management world are people that he looks up to. So it's like, who's the people that he looks up to the most? And it would be a character like John Smith, who is just the epitome of evil.
Yeah.
Like the things you say, like you're literally like, Rob will kill himself and that'll be great.
Yeah.
And we'll get this wet white manager and he'll lose his job.
Yeah.
But I'll make money and that's all that matters.
That's the thing. It's all about the money.
It's
a tried and tested thing that he's done before, and he's fucking rinsed people under it.
And
makes
I
his money
fully
out of
think
it.
the CEO thing that he's got in the house situation, in my head canon, that's just a setup because you've been kicked out of your last one because something has happened with the police. So I feel like there's a lot of dodgy doings in the show, and I feel like a lot of them come from John Smith, who's almost like the Thanos of our series, you know?
He's the one out of everyone. He's the one that will be all right.
Yeah. If
Regardless
everything
of
kicked
what
off, if
everyone
we
else
all
happens,
died.
he's the one that's still making money.
100%. With your character and like a lot of with yours too, the mystery and the not knowing of what's actually going to happen was like a huge thing that I wanted to play with because there's so much you can build on. And I definitely want us to do sketches where we pull these characters back.
Fuck yeah, man.
Because I mean, they're great characters. And once this is out, I think it's just more content.
Yeah, of course. And I think it builds on everything.
About the content.
And if you want to make a season 2, the opportunity to win.
I know. We just need bank.
Yeah.
We need a budget.
It hasn't even got to be big.
No.
No.
But I want crazy shit. Like I want cars to explode. And,
And don't even need them in the show.
No,
but
they're
we
just
could.
there. Like, it'll be a normal us walking by a street and just for no reason.
No one reacts.
No.
The conversation.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We've seen enough explosions in our fucking time on set.
It's true.
Oh my god, yeah.
I still get so excited though. If there's like, we're gonna be shooting a gun today, I'm like, ooh. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't remember why I was running. Can't remember who I was running to, but it felt important.
Somebody told you to run.
No one told me to run, which is one thing that people constantly say, you don't have to run as a runner. And every time I do, I end up breaking my ankle doing so, or shattering my knee, or falling into something.
Have you had an injury at work?
Yeah, this is it. I'm claiming. This is me trying to claim.
Yeah.
You had an injury
Getting
in
it
the
on
ocean in Spain.
Oh, God.
Did you drown in Spain?
Almost.
Yeah.
I didn't, that sounds bad out of context, but Stacey doesn't like being like held underwater. Obviously, yeah.
I mean, you could get into it eventually.
Yeah, you just breathe through your nose underwater. You know, Aquaman does it. But anyway, one thing she doesn't like is water being put on her face. And there's a scene in it when Lyra gets dumped by Will in the water. And we did that a fair few times. And there were points when they just weren't calling cut. And I was like, please.
A series of drowns.
Yeah. I was like, Stacey's getting water torture. Yeah. Training it.
Should we do some scenes?
Do some scenes? What scene would you like to do, sir?
So
What scenes have you got?
oh my god! I don't know how. Yeah, they're in my pocket. I don't know how we're gonna do this. This is obviously a very new thing.
Yeah, it was a working process.
So I wrote some when I had a little bit too much to drink.
Every night.
So,
Shocked.
Yeah. What a shocker! Because both of you are trained actors.
Yeah, well, some might say that.
And I only play who I write, so I'm going to leave this up to you, or I'm going to read out some scenarios that I want you to play out. A man gets threatened by a cop, but he's kind of into it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Who wants to do? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be the man?
I'll be the cop.
Okay.
I think we could tell where this was going.
Yeah. Let's be
do
fair.
it.
Let me. Yeah. Oof.
So, okay, you'll be in your car, you're driving along.
Scenario: we're driving.
Okay. Do you can you wind your window down, please, mate? Can I have your license and registration, please?
Oh yeah. Let me.
Do you know why I've stopped you?
This is it.
Do you know why I've stopped you today?
Do
Do you know how fast you were driving?
I know how fast I can be driving, officer.
Okay. Do you know how fast you were driving though?
You tell me.
We were driving 50 miles an hour
50 miles an hour.
in a 40 zone.
In a 40 zone. Damn.
Do you know how illegal that is?
Oh, I know. Some things are illegal, officer.
It's really fucking illegal, actually, mate. Now,
sounds-
can you look at me?
Yeah, I'm looking
Oi,
at you. I'm looking at
look
you.
at me while I'm
looking at you
fucking
now.
talking to you. It's fucking illegal. Could you fucking look at me like that?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Stop licking your lips, you fucking...
I'm just licking my lips.
All right, that's it. Get out of the car.
Get out the car.
Can you step out the car, please, sir?
Oh, what could happen?
Put your fucking hands where I can see them.
Is this a strip
right
search?
now.
Oh, I'll put my hands just
Fucking,
where I
oh
want
God,
to see
you
them.
put your hands on the bonnet of the car right now.
On the bonnet. Okay, officer.
Do you keep your fucking whole mouth shut?
Oh, I can shut it, all right.
Yeah, you better fucking shut it. All right, you get your fucking hands off that bonnet right now.
Oh, okay. Where are my hands
You're
going?
gonna take a
officer?
sit in my fucking car.
Oh,
You're
back
gonna
seat.
follow me. Yeah, you know where you're fucking going. You're going to the fucking back seat of my
Are you
fucking
joining
squad
me,
car.
officer?
Turn around.
Oh,
Actually, we're getting the cuffs on.
the cuffs.
The cuffs are going on right now. Turn around.
Oh, it turned.
Okay, the fucking car right now.
Did my wife hire you?
Let's get in the
It's
car.
our anniversary today, so
All right, you're gonna need to come ASAP, please. All
Is
right, I
that
can't
it?
fucking handle this guy anymore. We need to take him down.
we need to take
Get
it
in the
down.
fucking cop car right now.
Okay, I'm in the back seat, officer.
Yeah, that's where you're gonna stay. I'm gonna fucking slam the door on you. Don't you fucking touch the knob in the fucking back seat, okay?
Touch the knob in the back seat.
Do
Don't be
not
touching any knob in
touch
the back
the
seat.
knob in the back seat.
Okay.
Okay.
There'll be no knob in the back seat, sir.
Okay, good.
Unless there could be two.
You're going downtown,
Oh,
bitch.
going downtown.
You go fucking 50 in a 40 zone. You're going
Straight
fucking
down to
downtown.
Browntown. It's the only town I know, baby.
Get this asshole out of here.
At the end, I didn't know who was more into it.
Yeah, I think it got
That was
intense.
beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
That was brilliant, by the way.
Thank you.
That was very good.
There's
That
some stuff you can use in there.
God, that $9,000 a year definitely paid off, right?
Yeah, not at all.
You're at a job interview, but it's in a nightclub.
So the thing you'll be going towards, what's your 5-year plan?
What?
What's your 5-year plan?
I'm 24 years of age.
It says here on your CV you've worked in hospitality for 5 years. How was that?
There is surely. Do you want to go outside?
You want to fight?
Do you want to go outside?
No,
Yes,
I'm quite happy
yeah.
in here. I'm quite happy in here. So you want to work for our company? We're a law firm. We've been running for 23 years. Under Henson and Henson. Do you know much about cases? Do you know anything about our cases?
At uni we're currently discussing certain figures. Figures.
Okay, would you just call me?
What figures?
Oh, nice. Okay, sir.
So violent.
I got distracted by the mute. It's so beautiful. I was like, it does sound like a nightclub. It does sound like a nightclub.
Brilliant. That was fantastic.
You're a fantastic
Thank you.
Foley artist, sir.
Thank you.
Do you remember any of yours? Because I don't.
All of my prompts are just about why do you hate Christmas? I am such a slut for Christmas food, and the more I've been dating white people, the more they've introduced me to things like cheese.
Yeah.
And cheese boards. And that dippy cheese, what's that one called?
Camembert.
No, Camembert, that's it.
That's a good Christmas
Changed
cheese.
my life. Phenomenal stuff.
You're a cheesehead now.
I am now, yeah, I've really gone into it. I've really gone into cheese.
God bless the
things like
whites.
this. Yeah, honestly,
The who?
yeah, colonization. They didn't do much for anyone. But at
Cheese,
least they
though.
gave us cheese. That's it, yeah.
We did.
But thanks for that, Rob.
Among many other things. Roads.
Yeah.
Hospitals.
Apartheid.
Thank you.
I tell you what, though, pigs in blankets every year. I'm fascinated by it. It's disgusting. It's great. It's like sausage covered in bacon.
It's pig covered
It's
in
pig in pig. It's just it's so low.
Not only we're going to use the intestines to then ram its own fucking meat into, we're then going to wrap it around itself as well.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Love that.
What's the one where it's a turkey with the chicken stuffed inside it,
I have
duck.
seen that.
You know,
I don't know
what
what it's
is it?
called,
Yeah.
but I've seen it and it's horrific.
It seems mad.
Yeah.
Is it? Did you have some?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I've seen it on a video.
Oh.
Very recently.
Porn.
I'm interested by it.
Your intestines.
Intested, yeah.
Intested.
I want it in my intestines, to be fair. But I'm very interested by it. I kind of want to get that at some point. And once a year, a turkey gets pardoned by the president. I think that's hilarious.
That is
fantastic,
it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
so
bringing this
funny.
turkey out and then having to sit there and look it in the eye and be like, you've done no wrong under the state?
Yeah.
Like, you're a fucking bird.
I bet he eats that one as well.
No, he's pardoned. He doesn't get killed. He survives.
That's
It's
what
like
they
the Hunger
tell
Games.
you.
That's what they
It was like the Hunger
tell
Games.
you,
He survived.
bro.
And then they get all the pardoned birds together and they all fight each other. That's what I'm seeing.
Like a turkey gladiator.
Turkey
situation.
gladiator.
Oh, I'm
I
there
like
for it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Or strap them to robot wars.
Mm-hmm.
But you strap the turkeys to the different robots.
That's good.
That would be cool.
Well, they can
because
drone them with their minds.
the turkeys can't even fucking do anything.
No.
They can flap, but
Well, you put
chainsaw
saws on
coming
them.
down.
Yeah. I mean, they could dodge it, I think. We actually know a guy who is friends with a guy who went out somewhere abroad and is friends with a cockfighter now.
Oh, I thought you weren't going to
You
bring
know,
it.
yeah.
Now you've brought him up.
I just feel like he's such a character.
Wait, he's a cockfighter.
He
Not
knows a
official-
cockfighter.
He knows a
he knows
cockfighter.
He's been living with a cockfighter in Cambodia.
Cambodia, that's it, for 3 months.
What
He's
the
invited us out there now.
He has invited us both there.
How have I not
He's
heard
there
about
right
this?
now, actually.
Is he?
He's in
Yeah, he's
Cambodia.
gone. No, he's gone now. Yeah. Yeah, man.
He's in Cambodia
He's in Cambodia
cockfighting.
right now watching cocks fighting each other.
I fully am convinced he's not a real man.
I think he has 7 kids from different women. He's been in the military his entire life.
He's just a character.
Yeah?
He turned to one of the drivers the other day. Just a normal white Welsh guy turned to him and just went, "Yo, Rastafari!" Yeah,
The
man.
white guy did.
Yeah. The white guy said to the other white guy,
off.
who was just a driver, He was just like dropping off a cast member or something.
And he was like, I'm a
Hey, yo, Rastafari!
But he is such a character, and he'll pull you aside and will just tell you a story about his life, and then he'll drop the most like crazy thing about a cast member you've looked up to your whole life. Like, I asked him about a certain cast member who I was like, I'm a big fan of, and he was like, oh, let me tell you about him. Told me the full details, and was like, what do I know? I'm scrubbing toilets.
And that's
why
we are
going
nowhere. We found it.
Stay on the lookout. Mid-January, Burn This City will be coming out, which is a film that we've all worked on and put a lot of time in. That's why we're doing this silly little podcast. Stay on the lookout. There will be a premiere in Cardiff if anyone's available and wanted to come down to see it. Otherwise, it will be released on YouTube the following week. Thank you very much if you tuned in until now. If you're not here anymore, then
Fuck you.
Fuck you. You're probably right.